Action.
Okay, hey guys. I'm Cheyenne. This is Kiley, Katie, and Ryan. And so my first question is, how many of you guys like to go hiking or camping? Okay. And do you guys ever go hiking or camping in places to where you may not have like cell phone reception? So, what do you guys think would be like good reasons to know your pace or how to use a compass? Right? And so today what we're going to do is we're going to do like a little refresher on your pace and also on the compass. It's going to be kind of like a little scavenger hunt once we make sure like everybody knows exactly like how to do it. And then at the end we're going to come back and we're going to see like how well you guys would probably survive if you needed to just go off of knowing your pace, like knowing how far something was from like the road and the direction. And Kiley and Katie are going to go through like the pacing and the compasses and tell you guys more about the activity.
Alright, so we'll start off with pacing today. We remember we already did that where we tracked our steps. We did about 3 times I think and did an average. But first, can I get everyone to split up into 5 groups? So I think that's probably about 3 in each. So, alright. The walk where y'all know that much? Alright, looks good. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Y'all can be 4 and y'all can be 4. Sounds good to me. Alright, so does at least one person in every group have a phone that they can use as a calculator? Or an abacus or something? Alright?
Abacus,
We're good? Okay. So, just like we did when we learned pacing the first go-round, we're going to start at these flags. We measured this out earlier today. And we're just going to go down to the other flag. That's going to be 100 feet. And then your pace is every 2 steps, or you can do steps, which I like to do. I count every single step. So once you do that, you're going to record your numbers, have those ready, and I'd go back and forth at least 4 times, or some even number to get yourself back here, but more than 2, until you feel comfortable you're getting the same numbers. If you get the same numbers both times, maybe 2 will be good for you. But go ahead, I know this isn't a very wide area, I just had to find the one flat place around here. But go ahead and everyone work out your pace right now to just get some practice in. Don't be shy. There we go.
Enthusiastic. That forester's going to get it done real fast. You're getting paid by the hour, you don't want to do that. Take your time. All right. Oh, that's okay. Good, Cheyenne. That's good. He's doing okay.
Okay. Does everyone feel pretty comfortable with those steps? Alright, so we're going to take our number, and this might be where you want to keep it in your head. I usually do the division afterwards, so like if I were to, so my pace would be 37 steps, is 100 feet. So typically you could divide and have your step count. I like to usually walk my distance and say, okay, that was 15 feet. So you divide 15 by 37 and do a bunch of math. But today to make it a little easier, you can all divide and find your pace factor, I think is what it's called. So you're going to divide, it's what?
Step factor.
Step factor.
Yep.
There's 2 different, step factor is
1, 2.
Pace is 2.
1 and
Okay.
2
So
and yeah.
depending on, so I did 37 steps. So if I counted 2, that would be my pace. Just dividing that into 2.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if everyone has their number, whether it's paces or steps, you're going to divide that by the distance we traveled, and you can then multiply that number by however many steps or paces you take when measuring or walking to a distance that somebody tells you to go. So if someone says, go 50 feet, you're going to multiply 50 by your step or pace factor to get where you're going, and that should take you there. So, any questions? Everyone feel comfortable? This is one of our first lessons. Nothing
Good.
too hard.
That's good.
Y'all won't get lost out in the woods while you're pacing out 8 miles? No? Alright, so we're good. We'll move on to the compass portion then with Kylie. We've brought some compasses.
Yeah. And that more steps than usually takes. Yes.
So there's 5 groups. Let's do 2 per group. So we're going to give 2 compasses per group.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I was like in front of him.
For you guys.
Can we swing
Oh man, I untangled them before we came.
Can I take it home?
The knot that can't be solved. Alright, you guys need to swing it? Oh yeah. Let's keep in mind our compass safety.
Good. Good.
You don't want to hit anybody with it. Also, the safety of we don't want to jostle it around too much. If you've got braces, it'll mess it up. It's always going to point towards you.
Okay, so we're just going to go over again like how we use the compass. So as Dr. Irwin had mentioned, she usually good to put it around your neck so that when you hold it out, like this, and get the nice triangle. So we're just going to go over the basics first. So this is your base plate and your scale and your dial with the declination numbers. So based off of these numbers, does anyone tell me what kind of compass this is? Yeah. Woo. And then, you have your orienting arrow and then your needle and your mirror, so you can wave it yourself. And then, you have the sight right here. So, as you mentioned, proper holding is like level, and the bubble kind of helps with leveling and stuff like that. And so, kind of make like a little triangle thing. And then your sight is like whatever you're going to go towards. And then you shift. So how I always learned it was you put red Fred in the shed. So if the red part of the needle is Fred, you put him in his shed because he likes a nice home.
That's good.
So,
I'll do the bus parking, but that's bus parking.
Red Fred in the shed.
He's been really
That's good.
kind to me over the years, so I take good care of him. And then, if you aim it at, the sight, and then you read the number that's right here where that little white mark is. So for me, I was reading 60. So we're just going to go over, first we're going to orient everybody. So using their compass, can everyone tell me right now where north is? Yeah? Nice. And then how about south? Yeah. East? We have some confusions. Yeah. And west? Woo. Okay, that's great.
I was reading my compass sometimes.
So, does anyone have any questions about the compass? I think we've gone like 3 lessons
What are
about
the
this.
parts? I don't know the parts of the compass. Could you tell me the different parts of the compass in general?
Yes. So we have a base plate and a scale, which is these numbers, and that's helpful if you're using it on like a topo map or something. And you have, this is the dial, so you can spin it for Fred.
Bezel.
Or bezel. Yep. And then these are the orientation lines, so they often match with like longitude, latitude lines, stuff like that. These are declination numbers around with these little tick marks. And this is the sight. And this is a reading thing.
What's the mirror for? Is that to check your makeup?
Pretty much. No, it's so that you can see the compass like while you're looking at the site, so you don't have to like
You
mess
can make
it up.
sure Fred is in the shed.
Yeah, you can make sure
Perfectly
Fred is
in the
this
shed,
nice
yeah.
warm home. And that's it.
Woo! So we've got a red flag in the ground by the arches. We're still on campus.
That's good.
Let's move around.
We're on
this
North
arch.
Campus right now.
All around this flag, I mean. And we'll get into the activities.
I always did the bus, put the bus in the red parking spot. I like that red shed. I never heard that.
Yeah, so there's a lot of fine woody debris around here.
Some
We want to be
CWD.
careful, it's really slippery. I've been slipping around on it. We tried to make every path you're going to take out of the way of this, but we got our good shoes on, so we're ready to deal with it. So this is going to be our starting point. Each of the 5 groups is going to be given an azimuth and a distance. So with your azimuth and distance, you're going to want to do your best to make it to the spot that we tell you. We don't tell you anything, the card tells all. So whatever the card tells you to do, you're going to navigate to that point. At that point, there's going to be some flagging. I think I have some in my pocket. Yes. So the smallest piece, but it's going to be this hot pink color. So once you arrive at your destination, everyone pace out at your own. If you don't trust your partners, don't trust anyone. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, and you can learn from them. You know who to surround yourself around, someone who can really make their way through the forest. Everybody try to pace for your own. When you get the compass part, you're going to want to stay in that line. We've got 2 compasses for each group, so feel free to pass them back and forth or work as one group. I think the pacing is something you can definitely all do individually though. So once you get to the tree we've assigned you, somewhere around it, not on the tree itself, is going to be some of this flagging. And on the flagging it's going to have your group number and a word. So on these little cards you can record your word and bring it back, and we're going to see if we can unscramble these words that are in numerical order and create a sentence. So who wants to be group 1?
Good.
I do.
Group 1? Okay. Group 2? Group 2? 3? 3? You with them? Oh, they only 3? 4? Alright, I'll get over to you guys. Alright, here we go. 5. So, I'm going to need a volunteer. We would love to have someone up. A volunteer? Anyone from the crowd?
You get a volunteer?
I think Lou says she wanted to.
All right, Lou. Wait, actually, whoever points the finger must
Lose,
come.
you don't have to take that.
Okay, so this is our practice one. So you have a compass? All right. Can you explain what you're doing as you set it to 276 degrees?
Yeah, you get on the point and
Alright.
you park Fred or whatever.
Oh, well, sorry. We didn't explain.
Same as Fred.
So at the top of your compass is going to be our model. At the top of your compass is going to be where you read the numbers for your azimuth. So if you're given a degree, you turn whatever degree that is to the top dial so that you can navigate to that. So instead of putting Fred in the shed, this time you're going to, with your hands, this time you're going to move your body in order to put Fred in the shed by turning different directions.
Good. Good.
276, right?
Yep.
Set it.
And then, so, figure out,
My.
okay.
Sweet.
All
Okay.
right. And then it's 46 feet, so you can
Hey,
divide.
group members, y'all go ahead. I'll say if you're in a straight line. You show up?
Yeah, bring your group with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so you're going to want to do 46 feet. So maybe an easier way of doing that would be a few paces maybe one pace under half of your 100-foot pace, just for this example.
Try to go 46 feet.
So he's pacing out 46 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I think we found it.
Ooh, maybe so. Holler when you're there.
Holler.
Yeah, no, you got
Tony,
it, Tony.
that's
No, that's 40. You're good. Right there's fine. You got it. Look at your feet.
Yeah, and now you would look to find where the hot pink flagging may be.
You got it.
That's probably the right one.
Yeah,
Now,
Tony.
what does it say? All right, so that's an example of what you might find.
All right.
So we'll all have our word. We'll come back. If you could, when you come back, pick up your flagging off wherever it is so we can, you don't even have to remember your word. You'll just bring the flagging with you.
Sweet.
So this is going to be the starting point for all the groups.
Great. Great. Yeah, that's good. I like this creativity. They're building a sentence. That's good. I have to use that one myself.
Oh.
I like it.
And so you want to use the instructions you're given to see how close you can get to the point. So don't really look for the point. Pace until you get there and then say, all right, oh, there it is. This is how close I am.
Okay.
So not necessarily a scavenger hunt, more of a test your accuracy.
What color?
I've even heard of people putting the wrong thing out there and seeing if somebody goes to the wrong one, you know,
See,
just
that would be
just
smart.
kind of goofy, just so they're not
I
like,
was trying to
oh,
hide
here it
some
is.
of them so that people wouldn't be like, hot pink.
Right,
let's go.
right. There's
we'll
two
see.
hot pink ones, but if they get the wrong word, then the sentence won't make sense. You know, just goofy.
Oh,
you
that
know,
would be smart.
just funny. I don't know. This is a great idea. It's a great idea. Really cool.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to go grab the flagging off the
We can
tree.
all, can we meet up out here, Katie?
Yeah, probably be best to move out of them.
Am I right in the? So that says
B.
What? Just says B. Okay.
Anticlimactic.
Okay. That's good though. Students are getting out of control over there.
I'm not doing that paperwork.
I'm not doing that paperwork.
It's not doing that paper. That's what I say. There's a lot of paperwork to fill out.
Y'all get hurt. I'm not doing the paperwork.
Hey, just so y'all know, about 20 minutes in. So just so you know, you're 20 minutes in. So that's good. Time for a reflection, you know, kind of a debrief. That's good.
All right. All right. Do we have everybody?
No, there's a group.
Oh, what?
I forgot that one work.
So what group number?
Here you go.
Look at the teamwork we had going on right here, putting our heads together to get the job done.
Put our heads together.
That's right.
I've seen the funny stuff. First aid. Lewis was really offended that I brought it. Okay guys, so while we went on this last group, one thing that you guys could do is get together as one big group and see if you can kind of figure out already without the missing word what the sentence may be.
Always. Ours has a capital A, which means it's the beginning of a sentence.
And it's the number one, always. Alright.
Always.
Always B. We got B.
We have leaf.
Leaf.
In.
Always B and leaf. Obviously.
Oh, wait.
What was the other one? Always B
We're
and
not
leaf.
finished.
Yeah, they're not finished, so I was going to see if you guys just maybe had a guess at what it could be.
Yourself.
Yourself, yeah.
Always
Believe.
We will see. That is a very good guess. Belief.
Oh, I get it.
And it only took you 5 whole minutes.
I have a stamp that's a leaf that I'll put on assignments, and I write unbelievable improvement sometimes, and I, you know me, so I do that. Oh yeah, got those today coming back, absolutely. Outstanding.
You need one with a bear on it. I like bears.
What could I could say,
Unbearable.
unbearable. Jeez. It's not very motivating, you know.
This was very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
That's Rachel made it. John, you take care
That's
of it.
good. That's good.
I don't care.
I'll do my turtle with excellent. I'll write excellent on there, you know.
What about a squirrel?
It's about this dude. It's like this.
Okay, so I have another question for you
It's
guys.
good to think
How
about.
many of you think that you would be comfortable if we didn't have the flagging like out to where you could have seen it? How many of you think you would have been comfortable being able to find it just being based on your, like, you knowing your own pace and giving the distance? Like, how many of you guys do you really think you may have been able to find it?
Considering we had to go over some mighty rough terrain, I don't think we would have been in the right spot. Just by pacing.
I mean, if you had more than one person, so
Yeah.
like if she had the compass and she was like, nope, wait to the left, to the right, then yes. Because like the pacing, the distance was okay, but you know, we went around the stuff. I think they may have found it.
Yeah, looks like they found it.
That looks like a grave or something.
Alright, we now have the last word. Let's see if you're guessing.
Missing piece.
They guessed on it, so we'll see if they're guessing now.
Oh,
Word I asked them.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know the other words. I just had
it's close. Believe in yourself.
Okay, so do you guys want to unscramble the thing with your, you want to rely
Yeah, let's put them out there. Let's put them out there. Good.
Pizza!
Always
Leaf.
leaf.
Where's our group 2?
We didn't have. Oh wait, yeah.
That's okay. You don't need it right.
Put the flag
Okay.
here.
Take our flag. Are they going to ride it? Alright, I already just put the flag here.
Alright. So you're right. It's always belief in yourself.
Belief in yourself. Yay.
It's good.
So a little
Good.
character lesson as well.
Life skills. That's right.
Yeah. Did you already do
Always
that?
believe in yourself.
Perfect.
Good deal.
Okay, so speaking of always believing in yourself, it's important to know your pace and your step factor, because if you don't believe you're gonna have it right, you know, you're gonna be in some really rough terrain. Okay. But going back from the beginning, what kind of professions do you think we could have with pacing or step factor, how do you think that would help? Using of a compass, or don't everybody answer at once? It's okay.
Contracting. Yeah. Figuring out land. Surveying.
I was about to say, other than using a treasure map.
Yeah. If you
maybe
come
a park
this is
ranger?
magic.
Like if you're out in the park and like
Definitely.
you need to find out where somebody is.
That would do
Search
both
and
of them very
rescue
well,
missions.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
But yeah, so we talked about using this, you know, in lack of a cell phone. I know everybody uses cell phones nowadays, but if you're, you know, actually going out hiking and not using your cell phone, what do you think would be some good places to keep your compass, you know? off? Because I know that a lot of people like to carry all their camping gear with them. You know, you might have a lot of metal objects. It's important to keep it away from metal. And if your phone dies and you just want to have fun, I would probably not swing the compass around too much, because while that may be fun for a while, it's not going to be fun when you get lost. It's important to stay on track.
Why is that? Why would you not swing it around?
Well, it messes with the bearing and makes it so it doesn't always point in the right direction. So you could easily get lost and be pointed in the wrong direction.
Something in the construction of the compass that can get damaged?
So it could hurt the needle, bend it a little, make it get caught on something. You want the water? Is there water?
There's actually a jewel
A
that the
jewel.
needle sits on.
Don't want to damage your jewels. Always,
Or get off.
always keep your valuables in a good place.
spot.
Yeah.
Or hurt your friends.
But yeah, we've already touched on it. I don't think the last team was here, but you know, if we want to make sure that if you were doing this, the last team that came up, Team 5, is it Team 5?
Yeah.
Okay, so if y'all were if y'all were going through and y'all didn't have the pink flagging, which we seem to have some difficulty, why do you think that y'all had difficulty finding y'all's flagging?
I think our compass might have been messed up like you're talking about.
Yeah,
Jewel.
that could definitely have played a part.
100%.
But definitely in a terrain like this, there's a lot of fine way debris. It's easy to get your pacing messed up. If you step a little bit too far or you stepping too small, your pacing gets messed up, and you know you could easily be in the wrong place as well.
Yeah, and hills can be hard. What about measuring hills? So I went out here and measured things with the 100-foot tape to make sure that they were correct. But what if this was on steep hills? What would I have to do?
Use a leveling tape.
Yeah, or even have someone else help you do that in a harder way. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So did we talk about accuracy? Yeah. Did one group had to walk through a bunch of fine woody debris.
That was us.
So how do you
Okay.
think that affected how close you were to the original spot? But you're superstars, so you got as close as anyone could get. All right. Does anyone have any questions or need guidance for their character?
Show us the way, Katie.
Show us the way. Belief in yourself. It's in you.
Yes.
All right.
I think we're done.
Sounds good.
Good. Well, let's give this team a hand. Yeah, great stuff. Right out about